The air in Adams, Tennessee is thick with tales of the unexplained, where every whisper of the wind seems to carry a story from the past. It's a place where history and horror intertwine, creating an atmosphere that feels both timeless and haunted. The Bell Witch haunting stands as a chilling reminder of that, a story that has been passed down through generations. This isn't just a ghost story, it's a tale of relentless terror that has left an indelible mark on those who hear it. It's a relentless nightmare that plagued the Bell family for years, turning their lives upside down and filling their days with dread. From 1817 to 1821, their farm became a battleground, a place where the ordinary turned extraordinary. An unseen force tormented them. It was relentless. It was evil. Objects moved on their own, doors creaked open, and the family was left in constant fear. The entity, a malevolent spirit known as Kate, made its presence known in the most terrifying ways imaginable, leaving no corner of their home untouched. Imagine whispers in the dead of night, followed by the chilling sound of footsteps, echoing through the halls. These were the early signs of the Bell family's descent into a living nightmare, a nightmare that would only grow more intense. They had no idea what awaited them. The haunting escalated quickly, with each day bringing new horrors. It went from unsettling sounds to physical assaults, as the entity's malevolence grew stronger and more violent. The entity seemed to focus its rage on John Bell Sr., the family patriarch, and his beloved daughter Betsy, targeting them with particular ferocity. Their once peaceful lives were shattered, their home turned into a place of fear and sorrow. The haunting left an unforgettable mark on the community, a story that would be told and retold, growing with each telling. To this day, the legend of the Bell Witch continues to send chills down spines, a testament to the enduring power of this terrifying tale. This is their story. The Bell family farm was once a sanctuary, a place of peace and tranquility, but that changed. The peace was shattered. It began subtly, almost imperceptibly at first. Whispers seemed to emanate from the shadows, filling the air with an unsettling presence. Unexplained knocking sounds echoed through the empty rooms, reverberating off the walls and sending chills down their spines. Doors creaked open and slammed shut as if guided by an unseen hand, leaving the family bewildered and anxious. The family dismissed these events at first, laughing them off as mere coincidences or tricks of the mind. They attributed them to the wind or their imaginations, trying to maintain a sense of normalcy. But as the days passed, they would soon discover a terrifying truth that would change their lives forever. Their home was not their own. It had become a battleground for something otherworldly. As the days turned into weeks, the disturbances intensified, growing more frequent and more violent. Footsteps could be heard pacing the hallways at night. Objects moved mysteriously, defying all logic. The family dog would often cower in fear, whimpering at unseen presences that seemed to lurk in every corner. A sense of dread began to creep into their hearts. Something was amiss, something they couldn't explain. Something dark and sinister had invaded their home, turning their sanctuary into a place of fear. John Bell Sr., a man known for his skepticism, couldn't ignore the growing evidence. He was a man of reason, but even he was shaken. He searched for logical explanations, but every rational thought was met with another chilling occurrence, each more terrifying than the last. The haunting was becoming impossible to deny. The evidence was overwhelming. The Bell family was trapped in a nightmare, their once peaceful home now a place of unending terror. The Bell Witch haunting escalated to a terrifying new level, sending chills down the spines of everyone involved. The entity, no longer content with subtle disturbances like knocking and whispering, turned to physical assaults that left the family in constant fear. John Bell Sr., the family patriarch, bore the brunt of the attacks, becoming the primary target of the entity's wrath. He would frequently complain of unseen hands pinching and scratching him, leaving him in a state of perpetual agony. His once robust health began to deteriorate rapidly, and he became a shadow of his former self. Doctors were baffled by his condition, unable to find any logical explanation for his sudden decline. They couldn't find any medical explanation for his ailments, leaving the family desperate and hopeless. Betsy Bell, John's beloved daughter, also became a target of the malevolent spirit. The entity seemed to harbor a particular malice towards her, singling her out for some of the most brutal attacks. It would pull her hair, slap her, and even leave painful scratches on her arms and face, causing her immense physical and emotional pain. Betsy, once a vibrant and lively young woman, grew withdrawn and fearful, her spirit crushed by the relentless torment. The relentless torment took a toll on her spirit, leaving her a shell of her former self. The haunting was breaking the family apart, causing rifts and tensions that seemed impossible to mend. The community, initially skeptical and dismissive, couldn't ignore the stories any longer as the evidence became undeniable. Neighbors and visitors to the Bell farm witnessed the strange occurrences firsthand, their skepticism turning to fear. They saw objects move on their own, defying the laws of physics and leaving them in awe and terror. They heard the disembodied voice that seemed to taunt and torment the family, its eerie tones echoing through the halls. Fear spread like wildfire through Adams, Tennessee, as the tales of the Bell Witch became the talk of the town. The Bell family was not alone in their terror. Their plight became a shared nightmare for the entire community. The entire community was living under the shadow of the Bell Witch, their lives forever changed by the haunting.